Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time once again for some more Lost Eidolons. Gilbert is here, he's back in camp, and I believe I've discovered a bit of a bug. The additional reward for reaching maximum rapport with Gilbert seems to be the opportunity to save his life. However, it's locked and it says you haven't met the conditions to start this quest. Hidden conditions. I've been through a lot and I've pretty much finished it as far as I'm aware. Unless there's something else here that I still don't know about. So this, I'm taking a screenshot of that. That might be a bug. And if so, maybe it can get fixed in a small patch somewhere further down the line when there's a few other things worth fixing as well. Let's have a talk with him.
Need something?
In case there's anything to talk about. Right.
Thank you kindly.
Salma the rare goods merchant won't be here next camp. And I should be looking to purchase all of the potions
Anything catch
I
your
can.
eye?
She might have potions. Oh, beautiful. We're getting all of those. Probably worth grabbing a couple of those and one of those as well. Let's grab a couple of these too, because those might come in very handy. Right, what else have we got? Legendary Dark Grimoire. An ancient relic of the House Zerpiel, pulses and teems with dark magic. That's not... Oh, that's dodgy. Okay, we can work with that. Yeah. So she's never had any horses for sale. In fact, I don't believe any merchant has ever had any horses for sale.
Dear.
We are preparing for our final confrontation with Balastar up on the mountainside. And I've got 25 points left, which is basically 2 gifts and a camp activity. Because Salma won't be here next camp. Okay, so it's 1 camp activity. And that's it. In which case... who is worthy of our friendship? Who do we... You know what? Sure. I mean, she's got a bit to answer for, and hopefully she'll have a word with Gilbert. And she'll pass it off as, huh, nice to... So you managed to make it out alive? And he'll be like, yeah, but at least I'm not sober. I think he'll take it better than she does.
Well, look
Alright,
who it
you.
is.
Go on, then. Could have sworn she liked books. Bloody hell, woman. Well, if you're going to be like that, fine, I'll give it to someone else then. I can hit this reload button and someone else can have the gift, so there. Deal with it. Grumpy lady. Now. Potions. Not going to forget.
Anything catch your eye?
I'm led to believe there is some kind of final camp after the last battle. I don't need that. Well, probably do actually, but let's go defense, warding, haste, and we're swapping out for other potions people have. There's going to be a massive equipment reconfiguration before
You're
our
much
final
too kind, dear.
struggle, our conflict. Now, I still feel there is a very important reason why Balastar wanted to be on this mountain. And the Stinky Pea is still there. The Stinky Pea is still there, mixing in with the soup. Yeah, that's going to be a really foul-smelling soup. Small, large, strength, magic. Wait, this isn't the same list she has, is it? But with his small stuff added on, as in, are they sharing an inventory there? That would be interesting if they were.
Many thanks.
Right. Let's see then. Look, you have been a staunch ally, you seriously cocked up with Gilbert, but hey.
Well, well.
I
Look who it
appreciate
is.
the other good things you did. Oh! Hello! I need to talk to you about Gilbert.
Uh-huh.
I had a feeling this was coming. Leonard says you moved your troops while Gilbert was behind enemy lines. Is that true? It is. Oh, I think we've had this conversation before. Why'd you do it? Yes, we have had this conversation before. Okay. Gotcha. Wait. Let's G it first, then we can escape it. Got it.
Well, well. Look who it is.
Don't make me regret this, lady. Happy to chat. Is she now? Oh, we got a lot past mistakes. I wonder. Because I think we experimented... No. We did this one with Sarah, right? Not Sarah. Andrea. It would be nice to imagine Clara has matured enough to talk about past mistakes instead of be like, I don't make mistakes, I just survive. But she's pretty tough, so she's not likely to do that. You know what? She's got a good friend. What do you think about forced labour? I don't think she has a strong opinion on it, one way or the other. Training. She's got a good friend, Balastar's tyranny. Either of these are likely to set her off. Let's remind her of a good friendship. Right? She might be feeling bad, being able to turn to her friend for a bit of solace. I mean, even if it is just being gruff and grumpy and not letting go. But we might not get the chance to talk about this again after, so we're going to do this now. With everything Balastar's done, it almost makes you miss the Empire. Interesting. At least they pretended to have good intentions. That bastard's brought nothing but misery. I can't deny that. And yet there's this strange yellow glow all over your hair and shoulders, lady. It's kind of disconcerting. It's sort of like the light source is supposed to be coming from the other side of her, but is being applied to this side as a kind of sheen instead of the other side where it's coming. You know what I mean? It's like, instead of coming round from the front, it's like it's being applied from the back with a shadow on the foremost parts of it, so that the light is appearing around the edges. It's weird. It's interesting, actually, because it makes me think about how this is technically done. What the hell made him snap like that? I think Gisoro's death broke something inside him, and you'd know something about that. Sure, maybe at first. Well, no, he was starting to show tyrannical side before that, building up for like 3 or 4 chapters. But it's been 2 years. At some point, grief stops being an excuse. I think Balastar's been rotten all along. Isoro was just the one holding him back. Well, Isoro and Gio. No, I think Gio was exercising restraint. Either he felt it was someone else's job, or he thought he was doing enough. Like Elias thought he was doing enough. I mean, if they all thought he was a monster back then, and they were just trying to do like damage limitation or something, that doesn't feel right either for some of them. Maybe you're right. All I know is he took my eye and left me alive. Yeah, why did he leave you to live? If that doesn't prove insanity, nothing does. Oh, the leaving her alive part is insane because she's so vindictive. That's how she's making it out, right? You're the only person I can talk to like this. Well, goodness, that's concerning. 10 points left. Can't do anything with that. Would have been very nice to pick up a final reward for 200 prestige points. But apparently we're not allowed to do that because we completed one of them before the other one. Or maybe there just was no final reward. Who knows? Now, unless there's some conversation option I've missed with someone or some lore option, I should hold the awards ceremony and then head out of camp. Let's do this now. I don't think training is going to make a massive difference at this point in time, but let's look at it anyway. Oh, okay, sure, just...
My brave comrades, victory is within our grasp. We've driven our enemies to the brink. All that remains is to finish them off. Remember the sacrifices you made to stand here. It's time to end this war and make our mark on history. I have just a few remaining announcements.
Just one.
That is all. Return to your positions and don't drop your guard for a second.
Soon we should be headed into battle. And is this a no training situation? It's a no training situation. Well, there we go then. It won't matter because after this battle no one will need skills or stats ever again. I think we'll get a chance to walk around and say goodbye to everyone before going to the end and see how it all ends. If not, then hey, we'll go straight to the end. I'd like to talk a little bit about the memento box I gave to Marchelle. I have heard there have been bugs related to it in the past where the game would think you gave it to the wrong person when it came to the end. This only applied to specific people. I think, I can't remember, it was Marchelle, no wait. It was either if you gave it to Sarah, it would think you gave it to someone else, or if you gave it to someone else, it would think you gave it to Sarah. There was two people it was bugged for. I can't remember if Marchelle was one of them. I believe the developers say that's been fixed. But I should have probably held on to it. And wait, hello, what's this? Ooh, aren't I glad I didn't leave camp? Is this a consequence of me giving that gift? Let's find out. No? Oh! Oh, you're kidding. It's the agreement Eden reneged on. Eden, I'm attaching a formal agreement offering our terms for truce between you and Balastar. We're calling it the Banarian Armistice. As discussed, the conditions are simple. Balastar will cede all territory beyond the borders of Benario and withdraw all forces to Castilian immediately. You'll grant any troops on his side full amnesty for actions committed in wartime, and the same courtesy will be extended to yours. However, Benario's borders will remain closed indefinitely to give us time to secure rule, rebuild, and prevent the possibility of any accidental flare-ups. Any non-citizens or troops affiliated with you will be given a few weeks to leave, then forcibly expelled. That means you won't be able to go home again, or at least not anytime soon. I don't know you very well. Maybe that's my mistake, but I know Isoro trusted you, and he was as good a judge of character as ever lived. I believe you'll do what's necessary to preserve life and put things right. Balastar has already signed. Add your name and finish this. Elias. This here feels very generous and sensible. This here, forcing people out, that's hostility. That is making it clear that they intend to be a hostile kingdom, an enemy. They want time to rebuild and then come back and fight once again. They only want peace until they're ready to declare war. They don't want a proper peace. Right. Well, it's time to move out. So yeah, I should have probably held on to the box and waited till I got to a final camp after the last battle. But if there is no final camp, then hey, this was my last chance. The lack of training would imply that, but also the fact that we're not going to have any battles after this one would also imply that as well. So I do want to discover why Balastar chose that mountain. I mean, look, for all we know, the mountain could be the Earth Tortoise Eidolon, right? Hiding in darkness. Like, it could be a literal sleeping monster. So, what is it? Are Eden and Balastar going to be fighting on the edge of a cliff so one can fall off and die at the end? Are we going to get a final choice to execute Balastar or let him live? And if Eden lets him live, I imagine someone else like Clara might finish him off. Is it going to feel awkward? Like when Eden executed that magician of the Empire for Marchelle. Let's see if he had the G bloke, didn't he? The zombie knight. Huh. I still feel there may be some merit to my theory about the Emperor seeking immortality and that Cristobal and Abramo might not have been who they seem, because they did seem to be acting against Benario, oddly. Wasn't Fontaine. Would have been nice if maybe I'd let him stand, but he was still fighting me, and it just felt like I had to take him down before I could get to the other two. Wasn't Casper? Yeah, Casper's one of the ones I had to get to, isn't it? Did we not get a lore entry for this fellow? Obviously it's not Leon. We might not have a lore entry for him. If we do, it may not be here. Right. Not named here. Not overtly mentioned, unfortunately. Nor here. Maybe there was a lore entry for him, but I missed. That'd be bizarre, wouldn't it? Of course, for Coelhos. Right. The truce agreement, yeah, sure. And our potions that we should absolutely remember to equip when the time comes. I'm going to do it in the post-battle screen rather than now, because look, I could spend time doing it now, but I'll consider it like a last chance to make adjustments before going in. There's a lot of people who deserve to be in this battle and have a greater claim than others. Francisco, Marchelle, maybe Leonard, Robert was there with us from the beginning. Albrecht, quite possibly. Gilbert, yeah. Clara. Not so much Johanna. She doesn't take things as personally. Andrea, maybe. Possibly Hector, actually, as well. Right. Here we go, then. That's Johanna, isn't it?
I had a feeling you'd be here.
And here I am.
You're having trouble letting it go, aren't you?
I've never felt like this after
What
a battle.
the fuck?
On the one hand, I feel guilt, regret. Like I should apologize and beg
Is this
for your
because I gave the
forgiveness.
box to Marchelle?
But I know what I did was necessary. To save you. To defeat Balastar.
Sounds like you finally found your new purpose. Is that what you want then? To kill Balastar for forcing you to make that choice?
No. I don't let things like revenge cloud my judgment.
How can you be so sure?
What exactly have you heard about my past?
Just rumors. Something about a scandal?
My sister's husband coveted me. When I refused him, he started spreading rumors. In a town like ours, nasty whispers spread
If
like
this is
wildfire.
because I gave the box to
My parents were
Marchelle,
merchants,
I may have to
had a
play
reputation
the
to
last chapter
uphold,
again off camera.
so they sent me away.
You're awfully calm about it.
It was a long time ago. What matters is how I felt at the time. I wanted that man dead. I remember what it felt like. The blood pounding in my ears. Whatever I feel now, it's not that.
Alright then. Guess I'll have to take your word for it. So, out of curiosity, whatever happened to your brother-in-law?
I have no idea. Unless something has happened, I assume he's still alive.
Alright. Then after this battle's over, let's go pay him a visit.
Excuse me?
I mean, unless you've forgiven him.
Not that. You said after this battle.
Yeah, if it weren't for Balastar, I'd say let's go right now. What's the problem?
When this is all over, do you truly still want me around?
Were you planning to leave?
Well, no.
Johanna, I want you by my side. Wherever that is.
What the... Right.
Anywhere is fine with me. So long as it's with you.
Okay, we got a problem. What went wrong? Seriously, what went wrong?
Soldiers have been coming down the mountains to surrender all night.
Right. I'm checking this right now. Sorry, guys. This is, what on earth? That doesn't even make any sense. I didn't give the box to her. So that's very, very wrong.
Not to mention the deserters.
If things keep on like this, we might just skip the whole battle.
Not bad, Eden. I didn't know you had it in you.
Don't let your guard down. It's not over yet. He could still try something at any moment. Let's check our lines and...
Eden, it's Balastar. They charged through on the south. They're making a break for it. To the south? There's nothing that way but the river.
boat.
Not the mountain
They're gonna
Ben.
sail right past us. Francisco, gather your fastest troops. We can't let them get away.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry. I have a horrible feeling I'm going to have to replay that whole section off camera. Because that... If that was the romance stuff that's supposed to happen at the end of the game, then what happened? What went wrong? You bloody fucking arsehole. God. Ah. 40 turns. Balastar reaches the escape point, so we need to try and cut him off fast. I'm not happy with this. I'm gonna have to... Bloody hell. Right. See what I'm doing here? I'm going back to the very beginning of the last chapter. Wait. That's end. This is... Is this before the... I think this is before the optional battle, right? Just a moment. Right. Okay, time for me to stop recording and not give the box to Marchelle until after the optional battle and go and see what on earth is going on, because this bothers me. See you all soon. Of course it'll be just for a blink of an eye for you lot, but for me it's going to be a few hours, probably. Alright, so I'm back. I've rescued Gilbert, I'm in camp, I have all my leadership points, as you can see there in the sky, and I have all my gifts still to give. Which means I should probably look at the previous couple of videos and see how I spent these. Or maybe just do it a bit better. So I'll do that off screen, apart from this one, and then I'll give this at the very end of the chapter when I'm ready to leave camp. And I might have to give it to a few different people to see what will happen, so we'll do that on screen and see how that goes as well. Alright guys, see you all soon, again. Back again, before I round up this bizarre chapter. So, it would appear that the majority of gifts I have are book type items. And I don't want to max out rapport with Johanna in case I get the same issue again.
You have my attention.
I'm not sure I did this with Viturin last time, so I'll do it this time and see what we get out of him. Can't fight a war without horses. Things you can't avoid about Pavlo after the war. Can't remember if I did this one, but I might have done. I might be getting ahead of myself here, but what are your plans for after the war? You're right, that's getting ahead of yourself. If I were you, I'd put that kind of nonsense aside and focus on winning. This might be the best time we get to dream about the future. All the more reason to focus on making it there. I respect your discipline. After we win this thing, I'll hope you give what comes next some thought. Where you want to live, what you want to do. Very well, sir. I'll give your words consideration. So serious. Horses are smart. Don't treat them like tools. Okay, so now we've got the same conversation we had before, which I'm going to skip through. And that should give us the same reward. So we've got the extra slot from him, the extra slot from Gabriel, and books. So maxing out rapport with Johanna may cause the same problem as last time. Let's see if Edie likes books. She's not far away. I mean, this is an opportunity to learn about some of our travelling companions. I mean, she's religious. She should be into
Greetings.
Lots of books.
Many thanks.
Oh, she is. Excellent. You know what, Ben?
Greetings.
While we're here,
Many thanks.
we could finish off hers. Huh.
Greetings.
Free camp activities probably won't do it. Go on then.
Many thanks.
There we go.
Greetings.
Edie, when will you stop avoiding me? I'm sorry if I came across too harsh the last time we spoke. No, I was the one who was wrong. That's very responsible of you, and I appreciate it. But I was blinded by my own self-righteousness. Again. Don't be too hard on yourself. You had everyone's best interests at heart. That's just it. I didn't. It was all for me. What do you mean? Very well. I shall confess my sins to you. And once I have, I'll accept whatever punishment you see fit to give. Okay. I'm listening. When the Empire closed down the temples, healers like me were cast out into the wild. At the time, I felt hopelessly lost. If I couldn't practice my faith, if I couldn't help people, what good was I? Soon after, I met Lord Abelard. He said he would allow me to work as a priestess and shelter him from reprisal if I did as he asked. Ah. I was desperate to be useful, so I said yes. So this isn't just about pride and wanting to control the people. This is something else.
I'm listening.
What did he make you do, apart from on that one battlefield?
I beg your pardon.
He used my abilities to line his own pockets. He charged absurd amounts, sold health as if it were a luxury item. I realized too late that I'd made the wrong choice.
Nope.
Edie, you haven't been charging anyone for your services after you left him. When I came here, I think I saw it as a chance to put things right. I thought, here's your chance to help people your way. I forgot the most important thing about being a healer, putting the patient's needs above my own ego.
Oh dear.
I'm
Please forgive
so
me.
sorry. Are you finished? Yeah, if you want to banish me from the camp, I understand. Relax, no one's banishing anybody. What? You suffered enough in Kyozen. What's done is done. But you've saved a lot of lives, Edie. Then and now. What happened was just another compromise to get by, and you're doing it much better now than you were back then. Everyone makes mistakes. They don't define you. What you do next does. Eden, everyone here knows how much effort you're putting in. You're a good person, Edie. Although you might not be listening to her, then you're not upset with me? Of course not. And I can stay? Yes, Edie. You can stay. In fact, you're not allowed to leave. You truly are a gift from the gods. For the rest of my life, I will never regret joining your cause. We'll see about that. I'm not particularly sure. Wait a minute. Yeah, that is right up top. So just a conversation. I'm not particularly sure I've got much to spend these leadership points on, apart from maybe boosting some low-down people. I don't want to try pushing anyone too close to maxing out, in case it messes with the box. But there is something I would like to do. Just here. Sorry, I got a bit of a case of the sniffles at the moment.
How's it going?
Not sure if I did this earlier. Sounds like our plan with the lullaby is working.
Okay.
No kidding! We have a problem, though. What's that? It's making me homesick.
All right.
Oh, tell me about it. I forgot how sad Banarian lullabies can be. I almost feel bad for Balastar's people. I hope you're not thinking of going easy on them. No! Every soldier who's still on that mountain has made their choice. And now they'll have to answer to me! Alright.
Yeah?
Never thought I'd see the day when Balastar's men would desert him. Oh, it's something alright. I suppose even zealots have their limits. Speaking of which, what do you want to do with them? Balastar's deserters, I mean. Take them all into custody. And the wounded? The same. Put them with the rest. What, no healing them? But they surrendered in good faith, so I expect them to be treated as such. Give them food and water and have the healers see to their injuries.
Let me think about it.
That might be a tough sell on our side. They gave up. There's no point in resenting them. Our real enemies are the ones still on that mountain. Don't let anyone forget that. You got it, Cap. I think I'm actually going to blow those leadership points now. So, I don't particularly want to spend them on anyone at this point. So I'm going to go back here and see how buggy this can be. But first, I'm going to save again, just to be sure. Yes, so many saves for this chapter. Now.
Yes?
About this box.
You have my thanks.
So we should go to the graveyard, right?
Marchelle, is something wrong?
Not the graveyard. Oh!
Yes, there's something I'd like to say to you.
Shit, bollocks. Okay, fuck it. Note on the bed. Ah! Hey! At least that seems to be correct. I'm not going to let that note go unread. Even if it messes up everything. Right, okay. Okay,
Soldiers.
Let's skip this and get to the battle. Don't worry, I'll play through it at least once properly this episode. It's like, oh, what a nightmare. Right, okay, so, look. Back we go again. Well. Now, so we're going to go back here, right? And read that note. The peace treaty from Elias. Yeah, that's it. Right. So we're right here, and we want to be over here. Okay, this might have been here. There we go. Oh. Right. So now, I go back here. I wonder if just reaching maximum rapport with someone after giving them a box breaks it and makes them be treated as the most recent person or something. Anyway, I'll save here. I'll do this again. Hello game. I pressed the key. There we go. Right. Here we are.
You have my thanks.
Now let's leave camp and see if it gets buggy and goes to someone else again. I think not. We should be okay by the look of it.
Marchelle, is something wrong?
Yes, there's something I'd like to say to you. But before that, Eden, is everything alright? You seem tense.
Oh, don't mind me. Just fretting endlessly.
You don't have to hide things from me. I just wish you'd be sincere with me for a moment.
Sorry. I was trying to act tough. Guess I'm not a great actor after all.
You're plenty strong. You don't have to prove that to anyone here. But no one can carry the whole world on their back. You've got everyone leaning on you. But you can lean on us too, you know.
Does that us include you?
Of course it does. After everything we've been through. I'm not going anywhere. Someone has to look after you.
It's strange. Whenever I talk to you, it's like all my worries melt away.
I feel the same. I suppose that's why I came here in the first place.
And now you're the one comforting me.
It's just as well. Nothing soothes the soul like soothing another.
Marchelle, thank you.
I should be the one thanking you.
You and I seem to spend an awful lot of time saying that to one another.
There's a lot to be thankful for.
Now, I'd just like to pause here and say, there's something really stilted and awkward about her acting in this scene. The actress is making an effort to have a soft and pleasant voice, but there's awkward, stilted, slight pauses, and to be fair, it is an awkward scene. Maybe Marchelle is very uncomfortable, in which case I applaud her acting. Otherwise, it could be really good acting or bad acting. It's hard to tell. But it's enjoyable all the same.
I'm glad you're here, though. There's something I wanted to talk about. Or something I've been meaning to say to you.
Funny, I think I came to say the same thing. Let's save it for now. We can finish this conversation after we win.
Trust her to be awkward and put it off. And now we're going to go to a big battle. Oh, Eden and Balastar, the only two people on the map. You know it's serious.
Soldiers have been coming down the mountains to surrender all night. Not to mention the deserters.
If things keep on like this, we might just skip the whole battle.
Not bad, Eden. I didn't know you had it in you.
Don't let your guard down. It's not over yet. You could still try something at any moment. Let's check our lines and...
Eden, it's Balastar. They charged through on the south. They're making a break for it.
To the south? There's nothing that way but the river.
A boat! They're gonna sail right past us! Francisco, gather your fastest troops! We can't let them get away!
Okay. A few things there. We've got 4 horses. Fastest troops, I suggest we put all 4 horses onto the battlefield. We want to have ways of slowing enemies down. And if they're trying to make a rapid escape, they're likely to use a lot of horses as well. So we might want to take some dark magic and really mess with their steeds. Right, the chase at Nebun River. We win if Balastar's defeated. If Balastar reaches the escape point, or Eden loses, we lose. Now, this battle has been reduced in difficulty since the game was released. I believe it's been reduced in difficulty twice because people kept complaining about how hard this battle was. That means I'm probably going to need to be very careful. The patch notes for the game do say that this final battle has been changed with events added into the battle that the player can use or do or perform. You know, things that the player can interact with to make it easier or change the flow of the battle. Let's see if I can find the patch notes. So, I'm not going to go look for every patch that changed this final battle, but there was one of the more recent patches. I'm pretty sure it's this one here. Made a fix. Adjusted battle balance for Chapter 27. Added in-battle events with choices that can impact battle balance. There we go. Now, that could be events that pop up, or it could be things we interact with on the battlefield. I also would not be surprised if Balastar suddenly keeps pouring out his endless pocket of troops who come from nowhere. Okay, let's take a look at the map. This would appear to be the edge of the map. That's a lot of... and we're behind them. It's a winding path by the look of it. This could very well be the escape point. But I see boats around here, so it's more likely to be either here or here. Now, can we make some kind of rock slide? Can we slow them down? He's all the way up there. And if we get stuck fighting with people at the back, that is a major problem. Is there a way? I don't think there's a way we can get down here. This is really hard. Because he's just going to ride straight for it, and we're going to have to try fight our way through all these people to get to him. So we're going to need a lot of AoEs. And we're also going to want to deploy our people properly. So, formation. Is there a remove all aids button? There probably is, but it's probably a bad idea. So, We got Eden, we got Francisco, we got Robert, we got Leonard and Marchelle. Pavlo, maybe. Johanna, maybe. Both of those can be removed. Edie, again, not as necessary yet. We've got a Gilbert, who is definitely coming in for this one. Also, Gilbert needs his stuff. There is a very special spellbook that belongs in his hands. And that gives him his user spell. So Dark Arrow, Night Veil. Night Veil's a good one, right? Range. Not massive. We probably can't cast it down the cliffs onto the path below. That would be really helpful. Somnolence. Expulsion. It might be worth going dark magic heavy on this one. Dark Arrow. We got Lich Arrow, so we could probably swap Dark Arrow for Shadow Burst. 3, 8. Oh, maybe actually, hang on, man. Let's continue. Wait. Come on. Give the old boys some proper equipment. Guard and critical defense. Critical defense and physical defense. Slightly better than guard then. Spear or bow. Actually, yes. Or magical defense. We go spear or bow because he's got good magical defense already, right? Yes, he certainly has. Okay. One of these. Sure. And you know what, actually? And some potions. Go a medium magic elixir. Wait, no, sod it. We'll go large, right? McDonald's it. Go really large. Recovery. So go warding and recovery. Right. That is a start. Okay. I should certainly review everyone's equipment before beginning this battle. So this is going to be... I don't know. Is there a way we can scramble down the cliff, taking some damage and cut them off? Because we really need to... This looks like another... Yeah, there has to be ways that we can prevent them from just... This is... Right. A 40-turn limit, but a really small battlefield. Meaning that we're going to be spending a lot of time fighting. Right. So, people who deserve to be here. Clara, yes. Francisco, yes. Albrecht, yeah. So we can swap out Pavlo and Johanna. Might not want to swap Johanna. Might want to keep her fully, you know, dark magicked up, as it were. So who else? Who else is not here that should be? Andrea, arguably, but Clara can take the assassin role. So nobody down here urgently. Who was I saying should be involved? So okay, so got Viturin. Is there a way to... Okay, that just hides all the aids. So got Hector, Raphael, Dahlia, Lavana acting in assistance, Dane, Borislav, Viturin, Giuseppe. Okay, so this is alright so far, in theory. Is there anyone without a everyone... No. Gilbert has no aid. Oh, and limited options as well. Attacked or countered while at high health. At least one ally adjacent. Okay. So guard. I think just... Yeah, I think just guard then. Unless I use someone else, because... Yes, we'll just go with that. That'll mess with someone else. Albrecht. Right. Because Vichurin is helping... Ah, Gilbert, I see. Right. Okay. So. Next up. Medium, medium, medium. Medium, large, medium. Right. That's something we can change straight away. So. No. Small recovery potion. Let's swap that. There's got to be a very important one that someone is using. Look at that. There it is. Who else has small potions that could be improved? Next. Formation. Would be nice to just click on people here to select them. Let's move her back. It would be nice to catapult people forwards with healing spells. And actually that is a lot of enemies, so a second healer would be very helpful. Additionally, having our casters forwards, our warriors can catch up if our casters are going for the big heavy AoE spells. Which means Clara and Albrecht can swap places. It also means we might want Johanna on a horse instead of Robert. I kind of think I want to start the battle to see how it begins to play before refining, and then if it goes tits up, I will restart the battle from here with this as a starting point. Balastar reaching the escape point is the obvious problem here, and it's a very difficult one to prevent. Okay, let's see how it plays out. The beginning of the battle, that is.
Where are you going, Balastar? You want an honorable death? Here it is! Don't turn your back on me!
They're closing in.
Ignore them and get to the pier.
Knew it. I don't think Godfrey's going to do that.
Go on ahead. I'll be right behind you.
He knows he doesn't mean it.
Come back alive.
Oh!
No sweat.
I'll catch up when I can.
Yeah.
Selena, go.
Lila, no.
In
Don't
theory,
keep us waiting.
if we have to tackle them in small groups...
The rest of you, move out.
I mean, it depends on if he's going to be moving full
There's
speed or
stock
not.
up ahead. They're escaping by boat.
Okay, so it's just past the docks
Hell
there.
they are! After them! We have to stop them before they reach the pier! Don't let them get away!
Okay, as it currently stands, we cannot get there before them. Unless there's
Sure thing.
something special we can do. Like here. Let's look and see if there's anything... So, if there was a way to climb down here quickly. Let's look at this. So, this group at the back are going to try and hold us up. This lot are going to go forwards. It's possible that this second group will then try and hold us here. But again, I don't think we can get here before Balastar can. Unless these events in the battle which have been added... Look, these guys deciding to stay back and fight us could be one of the events that was added to affect the balance of the battle. If they all just rode straight for it and ran straight for it, that would be bonkers. Now, there is a massive problem here, right? Any spell we cast on these guys, you know, apart from Firestorm, so any sort of water torrential downpour is going to hamper our pursuit, so we can't afford to do that. This square is interesting. No special actions available, I'm afraid.
Coming right up.
So we just need to go very quickly.
Please watch over me.
Wait, who's that? Who's that? Just this archer? Elementalist. Oh, that's... And they can do those kind of spells as well. Yeah, that's horrible. Right, okay.
Well, well. Look who it is. A solid plan. Not
I mean, what we
everyone
could
can
do
be forgiven.
is right up here. Cast Sacred Calling on someone and catapult them forwards into the front ranks. I do not feel that is a good idea.
This is the plan. Live with it.
Peasant power.
How's that? Yeah, that's safe.
When your heart starts racing,
What I
slow
could
down
do
and take
is
a
right
moment.
up here. Okay, maybe not quite so far. And use the wait. Shield of Light for reduced magic damage. There we go. I probably should have saved that for later. Especially as one of those is... Yeah, she's not coming in with that at all. She's coming in with two swords.
It's all on me.
But if I ride to here... Yeah, that's not good. Here. And... Where is it? Steel defense. For a guaranteed guard. On the first attack against him, which will be from her. With some kind of arrow. Now.
Light burns the brightest.
Want the
in
healer
dark.
near the middle. We want Gilbert on this side because this distance is shorter than coming in from over here. But we don't want him getting
Plans
killed.
are like booze. Only good till they run out.
Yeah, that's bad. So just here. Right.
Understood.
Is that safe? It's safe enough. We want to leave space around Robert because he's liable to get
aren't the only things that take lives.
a nasty 3x3 AoE.
Some questions are worth dying for.
No. This way. Nearer to the corner, shortening the bend.
Well, well.
And
Look
this
who it is.
bad. Okay. Just here then. Because I could hide her, but she could still be hit by a spell. So, let's see how this enemy turn plays out. Apart from them just coming to blast us to pieces. Yeah, go for a nice... Haha. Yeah. How is this going to go? Okay, just marking a target. And we don't have a lot to... Ow. We can work with this quite comfortably. That less so... Uh-oh. I'm pretty sure they did not go full speed. So we need to be fighting our way through these groups at high speed to catch up. We can't let them get too far ahead. I think they only moved 2 or 3 squares. The terrain does not favour the horses.
Weapons aren't the only thing that rust.
You can ride right up here and... Okay, yeah, that's nice. So...
You see the trees. I see the forest.
We want to take out this berserker.
Oh boy.
So, we can't get through to him anyway. Interesting. And that is almost healing worthy. Especially given all these nasty people here. So, I should probably pay a lot more attention to who's attacking whom.
Know what fools and drunks have in common? They never learn.
With his magic spellbook, riding up here and casting the big blasty spell that strikes lots of... The big blasty spell. Right,
Simple
let's do
enough.
this properly. Shadowquake. It would be beautiful to cast Shadow Blake into this block of troops, but over here it makes a lot of sense as well. So, this man absolutely needs to be murdered.
This is way easier than threshing barley.
And that's a very good start. Okay, can we do 15 damage to him?
It's a
Quite
thin
probably,
line
actually.
between vision and delusion.
Yes. Oh, that is disturbingly close to what we need anyway.
No flame can
So we
extinguish
could
my
ride up
will.
there. Not ideal, obviously.
As you command.
I mean, I could just... Wait, who's that again? Okay, that's Rosalina. So... 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. Yeah, we're not likely to take out all 4 of those in one round. And we want to remove that condition from Eden.
Here comes
We also
Pablo.
need to be rushing up the field. I want to limit damage to our Berserker because we got the Assassin right there coming up behind.
Acknowledged.
How about this? This will not be ideal, right? Okay. But we have an assassin
Well, well. Look who it is.
who can't get near enough to shoot the wizard. Now that is a very good damage output. I'm tempted to go with it. She can get near enough to shoot that wizard though, right? That is a wizard who we should absolutely be stopping. And I have not forgotten Gilbert can put one of them to sleep. Actually,
words veil daggers.
So can she. So, with that in mind,
if your blood runs hot, keep your head cool.
I like it. We'll take the diagonal and go. So now that we've established that, Linus, I should have probably given people slightly different skills, got them more health.
I'll do it, but I won't like it.
I could run up here, but I could also send Leonard up there. It's tricky. So that's a kill. And that's good.
Oh, Lady Marchelle.
Could still rush to there. Now. Hold on.
This is the plan.
Because we can literally run up here. That's not healthy. So we can literally run up here and shoot. That's great. I like that a lot. I like that even better. Oh, that worked well. And I already have this feeling that I am making a horrible mess of this battle because I'm not occupying this space here, right? So yeah, I think he's going to have to send another group to try and slow us down after we tackle this one.
Understood.
Oh yeah, we got the range, but he's right there, so not a lot at all. But okay.
Acknowledged.
So this man.
Raise your swords! This is not the place we die!
Okay. Hold on.
No problem.
All right. Throw out a taunt. And there we go. Excellent. Oh, even better. I'm not sure how Godfrey is planning on attacking Clara, but we don't like that. So, we're going to do something about it.
I hear you.
How about this? Unable to attack. Yep, might be super spells. So, that's dumb, because it'll just open up attacks. So, actually, that's great. But we only get the one blind spell, so let's hold on that. He is needing to be silenced. Okay, got it.
Within every lie, a kernel of truth.
No, not you.
Out of sight, but not out of mind.
Magic, Pillar of Fire. I mean, it's semi-decent. And it doesn't get a kill. Ooh, okay. We don't get good damage there, do we? Right, that's not good. A
solid plan.
There's got to be some things we can do to hold them and stop them coming this way. I mean, maybe if his second wave of defense is defeated, Balastar will get angry and come out to try and deal with us himself. Geo's there. Perhaps we can appeal to his better nature. He seemed to have one once. So I can wipe this man out, but that creates a problem here. Actually, that creates two problems. If I say no, right, I still have 13, right? Yes. So I could have taunted Godfrey instead and then killed this guy quite easily with what I've got. So I'm going to try and do that.
The harder the fight, the sweeter the victory.
Coming right up!
And he's not silenced yet either.
As you wish.
Now we can get some good damage, but they are horses, so let's... How's this? Dark arrow into him. Lovely work. I don't like the way we're taking 1 point of damage every time we get attacked. It's almost as if nothing serious is going to happen to us. So... Oh. Even better idea. Could taunt her instead.
Simple enough.
Hello. That's not good. Right. He doesn't have his regular... Wait. Why do I have Mana Blast prepared? That doesn't even make sense. Single-use spell as well. Well, that'll be something to cast against some kind of wizard then. Also, yeah, that guy's a problem.
As you command.
I mean, that just works, right? Oh, bugger. Actually, it messes us up.
Francisco the Bold has arrived!
Yeah, that's even worse. I need to undo that. Right. Keep that.
Sure thing.
Right.
Don't fight smarter, fight harder!
Okay.
I'll see it through.
Oh, right. Yeah, so like, if I check a Holy Nova, that'll do it.
Let's do this.
I want to see if I can get... I can't get Francisco up here, so run up here. Wait. See if I can kill this man first.
Acknowledged.
I probably can't. But I should definitely try.
You got it, kid.
I do need to stop him, I think. But there are more important... We should check what spells he has at his disposal. Blizzard is 3x3. Ice is a problem. Cold wave, glacial gale. So he's all... Nope, not all cold. Okay. No, that's 2 big AoEs. Okay, that's more serious.
It's all on me.
We do want to be spreading out though, so... And we want to purge that off Eden. Oh. That's not good.
Whether words or swords, I miss nothing.
It almost is worth throwing a magic axe. Would have been even more worth it if we got a critical hit. Okay, so this magician at the back is causing us big
Plans
problems.
are like booze. Only good till they run out.
Now that's actually quite interesting. Yeah, let's just hold off on that for a moment.
You see the trees. I see the forest.
Taunt works in our favour. Oh, it's... because we can rush up here. Wait a minute.
I march towards tomorrow.
I don't think we have any range 4 spells. No. Could go here, drop rain, run round it. We might have to. I think speed is of the essence here. That was absolute dog shit. That's an undo. And it's very bad I'm doing this many undos this early on.
I may not be smart, but I know how to hurt.
Okay, and goading attack, right? Wait. The move is possible. I'm thinking I should just restart this battle. That wizard is a massive problem.
It's time.
Know what fools and drunks have in common?
And I don't want to waste a spell disabling him, but I think I must.
No flame can extinguish my will.
It's not enough.
Acknowledged.
Sorry, I'm gonna sneeze again. It's not. Oh. Elementalists don't seem to have much beyond damage. Okay, let's just pop him here.
Raise your swords!
Maybe.
This is not the place we die!
Simple enough.
Maybe we can just pretend that he's not going to absolutely blast us with this. But okay, let's go here, actually. And see what happens. I should be using undos for whole turns. Yep. Okay, it's just damage. Is Gilbert? No, Gilbert's in the forest. Oh, but he's out of the... Yeah, okay, we can take with damage. Not a problem. And that is a debuff which will go in a few turns, but he's now much more vulnerable. Much more vulnerable. There we go,
Was
yeah.
there some hidden variable?
Oh, that's annoying. Seriously? This is PlayStation balance, where the character monsters are ridiculously overpowerful and the non-character monsters are insanely easy to defeat. I don't like PlayStation balance, I prefer PC balance.
Pardon me for arriving fashionably late.
Yeah, a bit too late, mate. Oh, thank you! Excellent, that's just what we need, actually. Great!
Oh dear, were you trying to leave early? How awkward.
Why do you have an Irish accent now?
You're
He didn't have
awfully
one
bold
before.
for a man who fled from our last encounter.
Oh, he's just going to offer to buy him off,
You
isn't
say
he?
fled. I say finish the job. After all, my debt's not covered in the deposit.
This won't go how you expect it to.
How kind of you to warn me. Speaking from experience?
Alright. So we got a little more time. But now we need to take our undos really seriously.
I can handle that.
What did I do? Probably just hit him, right? Oh, you know what? Could go there and attack him instead. Let's try that, right? It's slightly different. But he'll have a magic counterattack which we can resist quite well. Yeah. But he didn't take much damage either.
Understood.
What condition removal do we have apart from Radiant Purification? Virtually nothing. That's something I may need to look into for this battle. Right.
Words veil daggers.
That's too much. Actually, no, it's not. No. So. Actually, this works even better. Okay.
You got it! Don't fight smarter, fight harder!
Weapons aren't the only thing that rust.
Wait. Oh, damn it, I forgot about him. Okay.
Well,
Glad I remembered now.
look who it is.
Now, that was a very nice critical hit. I'm not going to expect it again, but it would be really beautiful if it happened. It happened! I like it. So
Sure
Gilbert
thing.
just rides up to here, and Gilbert doesn't have Dark Arrow. I mean, that... Okay.
I understand.
But on the other hand, This way we're getting some good use out of our breath, right? If Eden rides to here and defends... Let's not do that yet, because he may be able to ride to here and defend instead. So...
As you command.
Leonard has an axe and should not be afraid to use it. Right.
Peasant power.
62 out of 70. You know what?
Here comes Pavlo.
Yeah, we're just working out where comes Pavlo.
Weapons aren't the only things that take lives.
Because running up here and using Dark Arrow on him is very effective. And we don't want her just getting killed by the assassin. So,
Lady Marchelle.
let's just pretend for a moment that's all taken care of. That's not a kill. So Francisco's going to be here taunting, right? Eden's going to be trying not to get shot with a really painful arrow.
Not everyone can be forgiven.
So. Yep, that works. Possibly a bit too effective. We really wanted the kill there to get him onto that square, but we'll take it.
Way easier than threshing barley.
Okay, so now we got a very different spread of hello. How's this going to work? Just -3 physical defense. That's it. That's not too bad at all. We can just defend. Or... oh, hello. Hello.
You want them? You gotta go through me.
If you're expecting sympathy from an old ally, you're about to be disappointed.
Godfrey's got a super taunt? It's not even his turn.
Trample you into the dust.
Eden, what are you doing, man? Oh, you're just attacking the other guy anyway. So then what we do...
understood.
...is we run up here and see if we can finish the job. Yes, we can. Problem solving at its not quite finest, but hey. You know what? It is getting cold. I think I need to go grab a blanket and put on a jumper. Yeah, I'll do that now. Back in a mo. And I'm back, all nicely warmed up. I am aware this episode has had plenty of interruptions. Now,
no problem.
We absolutely need to be taunting. We also need to be stopping her from running all the way over here, so we don't want to kill this man. She can make it anyway.
You got it, kid.
We got a Gilbert, right? We can utilize him somehow.
Francisco the Bold has arrived!
It's just these two left this turn, right?
The harder the fight, the sweeter the victory.
We've taken out both the wizards. We're doing low to no damage on these 3 characters. Right, activation order matters. If Lila comes running around here and slashes at Clara, then Rosalina may well finish her off. We obviously don't want that. What we could do is just run here, get the kill. Which is not ideal. Because it just frees up a whole load of hassle and pain.
Plans are like booze.
So if we just go to here and see how that plays out, it might just work okay for us. She shoots Eden first, that's perfect. Actually, about that. Oh god, he's just going to take all 3 attacks, isn't he? And then Godfrey's going to finish him off. Yep. That was terrible.
Guess my luck ran out.
That was absolutely rubbish. So yeah, we absolutely need to do this instead. And then I can feel another sneeze coming. That's not ideal, is it? Right, it would be nice to shut one of these 2 ladies down with Gilbert, but we have spells we want to save a lot of them for later. There's a man, he's on a horse. We could do something about that. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Let's just go to there and wait it out and see how it goes. Oh, come on! Actually, no, that's good. No, it's not. She can... she can still get in. They can all still focus him down. Well, not quite all. Okay, yeah, this works. It's beautiful and it hurts, but it works. So, there's a plan.
Pardon me for arriving fashionably late. Oh dear, were you trying to leave early? How awkward.
You're awfully bold for a man who fled from our last encounter.
You say fled. I say finish the job. After all, my death's not covered in the deposit.
This won't go how you expect it to.
How kind of you to warn me. Speaking from experience?
So, if we can use Marchelle...
I will bring justice to this land.
...to cast Sanctuary and ride into the middle of this group after we finish this lot off, that would be great.
Out of sight! Mother, please watch over me!
Speaking of which...
Weapons aren't the only thing that rust.
That's not very good for either of us. This, on the other hand, is pretty good. So...
You got it!
Some questions are worth dying for.
What we don't want to be is stuck here not moving.
As you command.
That's pretty good. Can we move as well? Answer yes, but not where we want to go. But wait.
Think deeply. Act quickly.
Spear, diagonal, yes. Let's hold on to that.
I'll take care of it.
Could go up here and Dark Arrow, Shadow Burst, 1 extra point of damage. That's not really worth it. So what I'm
Let's do this.
Eden's opened up again, so he can go all the way up to here. Actually, that's not a bad. This is also good, right? We need to be covering ground. Francisco's probably not going to move much this turn.
Acknowledged.
Now that's pretty decent. Sure. That's unfortunate, but we can live with it.
Don't fight smarter, fight harder!
That's pretty solid on the other hand.
When
Now,
your heart starts racing, slow down.
This is the plan. Live with it.
that's good. Now, if we do want a healing aura, call it there.
It's time.
Can she get there?
Understood.
Not quite. Because he's in the way. So,
Oh boy.
that's solid. Can't reach anywhere else anyway, so let's do that. Let's go around here. Always thinking about advancing towards the enemy.
Acknowledged.
So if I run up here, just twat her with an axe. Maybe, actually. Maybe. But I was thinking, if I go here, that messes with Marchelle's healing. Right, but she can't get there anyway. Right.
A solid plan.
That's already messed up. Okay.
Sure thing.
Ah, that's Gilbert. That's why he
Sure
can't
thing,
attack.
Cap.
Oh! Oh! Right. Yeah, diagonal attacks, of course. Going down to 25 health against Lila would be bad. So,
It's all on me.
if we go here, does that... No, she doesn't redirect. Okay. That's good damage, though. And then we come to her with an axe. Unless
It's a
we have a
thin line
better option.
between vision and delusion.
Okay, so that'll do it.
Oh, Lady Marchelle.
Alright
I hear
then.
you.
I feel this is the move.
Please. No.
I don't judge you or blame you for working for an evil man. I should.
As you command.
But hey, short range spells. Okay, she's got good magic resistance. That's not ideal.
No problem.
That's a straight up exchange of blows, so let's do that. And then maybe...
No sweat.
Go here. Defend. She really doesn't like her, does she? Okay.
Not everyone can be forgiven.
Oh, that's a problem. Okay.
Simple enough.
Alright, one moment. It seems I might be needed. Well, I was needed and now I'm back. But okay guys, I'm gonna have to look at this realistically here. I need to be awake and going out into town to go shopping in about 6 hours time. So, and with the interruptions and having to replay Gilbert's Rescue to get the memento box working correctly, I've been recording this episode for about nearly 5 hours now. About 4 hours. So I'm just going to leave this one here, okay? I'll upload this and I'll pick it up again tomorrow night when I'm in better shape and don't have so much to worry about. So we're leaving it here in the middle of everything rather than trying to cobble together something like from the existing. I've got like, this will be the 5th. I've had like 4 interruptions tonight already, essentially. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all next time. But for now, seriously, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Wish you all the best of health, and see you all next time. Bye for now.